Turning now to the impact of Hurricane Milton down in Florida. People who had evacuated ahead of the storm last week are starting to return to the area to assess all the damage. For many along the state's west coast, there's not much left. A major gas shortage is also hurting recovery efforts. About 1 in 3 stations across the state are out of gas. President Biden toured the state on Sunday. He says the federal government is doing everything it can to support the state.
FEMA has delivered 1.2 million meals, over 300,000 liters of water, 2 million gallons of fuel, and so far we've installed 100 satellite terminals to restore communications in impacted areas so families can contact their loved ones to be sure everything's okay and be able to reach out for help as well.
The president also promised an additional $600 million in federal aid to help shore up the electrical grid in storm-affected areas.
And with the race to restore power underway in Florida, we're checking in with Rhode Island Energy crews in Tampa that are part of the effort.
Kate Wilkinson joins us with an update. Kate?
According to Find Energy, which is tracking restoration efforts across Florida, the lights are back on for roughly 2 million people. And Rhode Island Energy crews are working to help hundreds of thousands of others who have been in the dark since Milton made landfall Wednesday night. From east to west, restoration efforts continue across the roughly 150-mile stretch that was battered by Hurricane Milton. Kevin McNamara and Brian Madden are overhead line supervisors for Rhode Island Energy. But this week, they have been in Tampa, aiding in restoration efforts there.
We're putting them back up one pole at a time.
Tampa faced the brunt of the outages with more than 465,000 customers losing power in Hillsborough County. But over the last few days, that number has shrunk to about 150,000. McNamara says they're seeing that progress firsthand.
They're going pretty good now. We're getting into some of the down poles and a little bit more of the bigger construction issues. So making a difference now.
Gassing up still remains a problem there. Gas Buddy reports 50% of gas stations in the Tampa-Sarasota area are still without fuel. While McNamara is from Massachusetts and Madden is from West Greenwich, the two have seen their fair share of hurricanes and have gone down to Florida multiple times to help aid with hurricane restoration. They say the damage they're seeing from Milton is similar to what they've dealt with in the past.
It's pretty consistent with normal hurricane damage, a lot of roofs blown off, trees down, wires down, poles down.
Despite navigating the obstacles the storm left behind, McNamara and Madden say there is nothing better than getting the lights back on for families who have been waiting for days.
Oh, it's great. I mean, they're excited to see us, obviously, because it's been a lot of time that they're out, and yeah, it makes us feel great, too.
As for the fuel shortage in Florida, the Oil Price Information Service says they expect gas services to be restored in Florida by tomorrow or Wednesday. Live in the studio, Kate Wilkinson, 12 News.
Well, roughly 5 days since Hurricane Milton brought along powerful winds and floods, restoration efforts continue. Power outage tracker Find Energy reports outages across Florida have whittled down from about 3 million to now roughly 400,000. Our Kate Wilkinson spoke with a Rhode Island Energy crew that's in Tampa right now. She joins us with how the team is getting the power back online. Kate?
The focus right now is on those final homes and businesses blocked by the debris from the powerful Category 3 storm. But crew supervisors told me today they're seeing progress. Pole by pole, utility crews from Tampa to Melbourne are picking up what Milton left behind. Kevin McNamara and Brian Madden are overhead line supervisors for Rhode Island Energy. McNamara says they have been working with Tampa Electric Company, or TECO, to restore power in Hillsborough County, where the vast majority of outages remain.
And we have to work closely with them under their, supervision, and all the contractors are with other TECO people. So we're in small areas just doing small projects, and we keep moving.
The Category 3 storm has led to outages and a fuel shortage in the state, with Gas Buddy reporting Monday 50% of gas stations are without fuel in Hillsborough County. Yet Find Energy reports crews have gone from more than 465,000 outages on Friday to now about 150,000. McNamara and Madden say they have responded to a number of hurricanes over the years, but with both being from New England, they've also seen their fair share of snowstorms.
How does hurricane damage compare to maybe dealing with like a post-snowstorm?
It's a lot wider damage. There's more damage. It's not as concentrated in certain areas. It's spread out throughout the state.
Both have been in Florida since Thursday, where they've seen fallen trees and damaged roofs for the last several days. Now they're looking forward to finishing up this final stretch of work.
Oh, just looking forward to restoring the rest of the state and getting everybody back and getting back home. Yep.
According to our sister station in Tampa, power is expected to be fully restored there by this Thursday. Live in the studio, Kate Wilkinson, 12 News.
Kate, thank you. And if you would like to help the recovery efforts for both Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton, you can scan that QR code you see on your screen to make a donation right to the American Red Cross. You can also go to WPRI.com/help.